Hello, world. Hello, world. How you guys doing? My name is Dr. Casual Pitts, and today is featured Entrepreneur Fridays, and we have an amazing guest on today that is going to give us an insight of how she took a part of this journey of entrepreneurship. And our guest on today, everybody, please help me welcome Miss Tricie Martin. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you, Casual?
I am blessed. Thank you for carving out your busy schedule and giving us your time. So just tell us, Tricie, give us a little bit of background of who you are and how you got to this point as an entrepreneur.
Sure. I'm Tricie Martin, the owner of a Houston-based clothing line called Tricie's right here in Houston on Westheimer, and I'm also an A&R booking agent with Savage Life Entertainment. It has been a crazy journey, I must say, especially being a single mother of 3 girls. However, I have a great support system that has helped me be able to reach my goals without, having any regrets. I wouldn't call them goals. I call them plans because I plan to execute them. So without my support system, I don't know where I'd be. But how I got started with it all, I know I started online, and I really did take a big risk choosing to go from online into a store, especially with Tricie's being my 9 to 5. I have not worked the job in over a year and a half now since I moved to Houston. So it's definitely been a huge risk, and all I've been doing is praying and believing that it'll follow through, and so far, so good.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for giving us that background, which kind of plays right into my first question is, how did the idea for your business come about?
Well, I started off with just selling like hats, winter hats specifically. Again, I moved to Houston actually from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I didn't have funds to fund a clothing line or the vendors at the time, and I was still going through picking the right fabrics and making sure my vendors, weren't horrible quality clothes. I wanted to start off the right way. I wasn't money hungry and just wanted to throw something online. So I started with baby steps, and it took a lot of time and energy. And I literally just sat back and just had to take a breath because I felt like if I moved too fast and I jumped too fast, it would just all go wrong. So honestly, I took baby steps from, okay, let me personalize it to myself. My logo is royal blue. My favorite color is red, of course, but royal blue is my mother's favorite color. And I know, I wanted to make sure that when I look at this business and when I look at my logo or when they come into my store, it is personalized from something. I didn't want it just to be pretty. I didn't want it to be just something to please everyone else. So royal blue is her color. And then I started off with a face silhouette in the background at first, and that was to represent a woman finding herself, finding her face, her voice. I ended up
love it.
I ended up taking the face away due to, it overlapping my letters and all. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just keep it simple and just represent Tricie's using my name. And that's from just no one being able to pronounce my government name, which is Patricia. And I kept royal blue for the sake of my mother, and I just wanted it to be personalized to myself. And I felt like if it was personalized to me, it would become my baby, and I would take care of it. And that's exactly what I did.
Absolutely. I love it. So tell us, Tricie, what was your key driving force to actually becoming an entrepreneur?
Oh, man. Okay. So pregnancy. Okay, I have 3 beautiful girls, ages 5, 2, and 7 months. Okay, the first pregnancy is and back in 2014, that's when I started my journey. My pregnancies aren't the normal pregnancies. I'll keep it as short as I can on the pregnancy tip. But the point is my pregnancies are horrible. I suffer from hyperemesis. So basically each car I had that had a car note for each child that year was repoed because I am not able to work. I'm not able to work a job while I'm pregnant. I am bedridden. And nothing stays down, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not able to have a happy pregnancy. And I'm like, I can't do this every time. Because I want 4 kids. So I stopped, obviously. I'm going to wait and take some time.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely a good 5, 6 years on the next one. But my point is, with always being held back, employers, they have this system in place that, although maternity leave, or when you get sick, if you're excused, you're fine, and then at some point, when they see the pattern, that you can't come into work pretty much 3 days out of the week, they're like, you know what, they'll come up with something, they'll find something else to let you go for. But that's the main reason. And I got tired of broken promises from employers. That was another big motivator with employers not understanding my pregnancies even if I have my doctor's notes, or even if I have the insurance they have for pregnant women that, quote, unquote, protects them from termination. So I had to come with an alternative. And outside of the fact I always tried to excel in every job I had, I was always a leader, and I did always get promoted. I would say, I can confidently say, within 6 months of each job that I did have. However, once I got pregnant, it was just like, okay, well, we're looking at this, and we're going to let you go. So pregnancies, jobs, not having that security blanket that I know that I needed, I decided to create that for myself and my babies.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Love it. Absolutely. So tell us, how many hours a day do you work on average, at in your business?
Physically in the store, or working on the business in general?
Give us the conglomerate of both. Let's add them together, because I think what the listeners want to know is that, entrepreneurship is not your regular 9 to 5, right? When you step into this arena, it could be 12 hours, it could be 16 hours. Sometimes it can even be 24 hours. So just kind of give us that back hit of like, how many hours do you work on average a day?
Absolutely. For instance, I stayed up to 4 a.m. this morning to finish my fall line. Honestly, I've pulled more all-nighters than I can count. So I would say in a week, I'd have to pull at least between 90 to 100 hours, and that's because for some reason after midnight, that's when my mind ticks. The baby's asleep. I'm all of a sudden these ideas are coming to mind. I'm watching Supernatural on Netflix, or it's watching me, and it's ticking. I don't know. That's when it goes, and I'm just up till 6 a.m. or up to 4 a.m. outside of being physically in the store from 12 to 7 or 12 to 4 whenever I feel like leaving. But once I get home, I'm right there at the computer in my home office before the sitter gets relieved to leave my home. I'm still in my home office like, okay, well, I didn't put my SKU number for these items that I just placed at work. Let me go ahead and do that, answer emails, communicating with my customers, which is a big, big thing to me. I don't care if even after they make their order, hey, I just put the order in, it should be here. Hey, just checking in, letting you know that it should be here on this day. Hey, I just updated your tracking number. I'm communicating so much, and that's another thing that that I have to keep up with, along with maintaining my social media image, marketing. Oh, it's a lot, but I enjoy it because it's for myself. It's for my business, so it's fun.
That's it. Absolutely, absolutely. So tell us, Tricie, what motivates you?
Right now, well, period, honestly, is my children, right? They're in Minneapolis, Minnesota with their father, my two oldest, in Minneapolis with their father for a whole year. After I had my 7-month-old, I was like, hey, I've been bedridden for 10 whole months. I haven't worked a job. However, I worked on Tricie's. While I was pregnant, can I have a school year, to get it where when the kids come back home, we are stable? And, I just moved here, and I got pregnant kind of quick, so I didn't get a chance to establish myself here. So I just honestly just took that risk and asked him, like, hey, can I do that, please? And he's like, sure. He's big on his baby, so he got his kids, and I'm hustling hard for when they get home, and my babysitter is absolutely amazing. So my kids not being here, me missing them every day, and their room is empty with all these toys, is my fuel to my fire.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. And that's the key right there. And I think what a lot of people don't understand is that risk. You said a key word about risk. There, and not only just risk, but there are certain sacrifices that play a major role into being an entrepreneur. So, you being able to take that risk and even, do that sacrifice, that is extremely huge. And I want to just let the listeners know, you guys got to understand, you got to take the risk or lose the chance. And that's the reality of it. That is the reality of it. So, Tricie, tell us, if you had the chance to start your career over again, what would you do differently?
Now, that's a good one. If I were to have the chance to start it over, nothing. Nothing. Honestly, nothing. Because I am enjoying this journey. I feel free. I feel supported, just by him having the kids, and they're happy, and I'm able to speak and see them every day. There's nothing I would change. The risks that I'm taking excite me and motivate me, and then the feedback, whether it's good or bad, motivates me. Everything kind of just is flowing in its own flow, and I'm adapting to each situation that comes about, and that's all I need. Yeah. Good and bad.
Love it. Love it. Yeah. Listen, listeners, you guys got to understand that this is a woman with children, so I no longer want to hear the excuses of I cannot start a business and have kids at the same time. If you don't sacrifice for what you want will be the sacrifice. So, Absolutely. Tricie, so tell us, what key activities would you recommend entrepreneurs to invest their time in?
Invest your time into a mentor, because even though I am doing all that I can, it's still good to have someone to call and say, hey, what do you think about this? Because not everyone is in the realm of entrepreneurship. Some people are very comfortable with just clocking in. It's easier that way. And I was raised on what's easy. What easy doesn't always last, and what's hard is what really matters the most. So I always take the harder route and take these risks and make these sacrifices with the belief of, it's hard, I'm going to succeed in it, so let's just do it. Outside of a mentor, and that mentor just holds you accountable for your actions, because I can make excuses every day. I mean, it took forever to get on the line with you, and it wasn't your fault, it was mine. And that's because, I had this going on. Oh, I'm live on Facebook. Oh, my sales are going. So I got off live, and I said, you know what, you better go in there and sit down and have this conversation, because I don't know, and I feel it now, how this is going to impact me after I get off of this call. And I know that I've only had just a taste of your amazing mentorship, Mr. Casual, and I know that I miss it for sure, because everything that the little bit that I got from my 2 appointments, I still have written down on paper, and it is on my wall in my bedroom by my calendar. So all I need to do, and I'm trying to get to that financial state where I can afford everything that I need to go even harder.
There you
outside
go.
of so outside of mentorship, I do also want to say, I missed it. Mentorship, and it left me. It left me. It left me, but it was very important.
That's okay. That is okay. Listen, Tricie, we just want to say thank you for your time. We appreciate you tremendously. One of the things that I want you guys to understand is that this is not easy when you step into entrepreneurship. It's just not. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that Tricie has opened up for all of the listeners on today is that there's hope, there's opportunity, and there's a chance to be better at your craft, to be a master at your craft. So, again, Tricie, we just want to thank you. Could you just please tell everybody how can they get in contact with you? Give us all of your information. Give us the website to your store. Just give us everything that we need to stay connected to you.
Absolutely. So you guys can definitely reach me on Facebook. My name is Tricie Martin on Facebook. Instagram, it is at PL_Martin_. And my website is www.triciesfashion.com, as well as the business Instagram is at Tricie's with 2 S's. Okay, Tricie's with 2 S's. Otherwise, give my business. That's what I was going to say. My address. Come and see me. Come and have a glass of wine and have a vibe here, right here in H-Town. I'm at 8555 Westheimer Road, inside of Phoenix Salon Suites. My suite is 133. That's Houston, Texas 77063.
Absolutely. Well, listen, you guys, thank you guys for listening. Tricie, thank you so much again. We appreciate you for your time, for carving out this time for us to get a piece of who you are. Listen, I want you guys to know, my name is Dr. Casual Pitts. I am your host. Make your passion your paycheck. Until then, I'll see you guys on next Featured Entrepreneur Fridays.